Yo, Sayori! Sayori's head pokes out from the other side of the roof. Hey! Jeez, don't get too close to the edge, you'll fall. That's okay. You'll catch me, won't you? No, I'd let you fall. Sayori pouts. Kidding. Can I come up? Of course. I will go test the ladder and make my way up. Oh, here we are. So, I sit next to Sayori and use my feet to keep myself stable, as the roof isn't exactly the flattest of areas. Mind telling me what you're doing up there? Up here? Just wanted to relax and look at the stars. Yeah. That is pretty nice. Here, lay back like this. She leans back and rests her hands below her waist. I follow suit. That's nice music. For some reason, to me, it looks like the stars are pulsing. I'll just read. Wow. I guess I've never taken the time to look at the skyline like this. Are they moving? Oh God. It's really pretty. I know, right? I used to do this a lot. I guess I sort of forgot I used to enjoy doing this. Yeah. No any consolations? I know where the sun is! I guess not. Actually, Sarah raises her arm and points in a certain direction. Wait, there's the Little Dipper! Wait, what? For real? I try to find where Sayori's pointing to no avail. It might be a bit difficult to see. Here, get a little closer to me. You can see what I see better than that way. I carefully slide closer to Sayori, till my face turned a bit hard as I make contact with her skin. She points to the sky. There! See that bright star? If you look next to it, I squint. Sure enough, I see a small group of stars forming a shape of a square spoon. Oh wow! Yeah, I guess it's the Little Dipper. How did you know that? I just told you! I used to do lots of stargazing. I thought you were kidding. Nope. Let me see. I turn and sneak a glance at Sayori. Her tongue is sticking out as she seemingly tries to concentrate and remember where certain things are. Aha! That's Orion's belt! Look there! She points again. This time the stars are a lot easier to pinpoint. Those three lined up there? I see those. Yep. And you can trace Orion himself in his bow too. She begins to trace the night sky with her finger. I can't really see what she's doing, but I let her have this. Ooh, and do you see that big reddish orange one just above one of the belt stars? Yeah, that one, I see it. That star is called Betelgeuse. Guys, it's super huge, and it's one of the largest stars visible to the naked eye. Oh, I didn't know that. You're super knowledgeable in this stuff. I never would have guessed. Like I said, I guess I just forgot about it. Yeah. We stay quiet for a while. I continue observing the stars, not really knowing what else to say next. I missed this. Being able to come up here and just forget about how awful the world can be sometimes. Yeah. The vastness of space makes me feel so small. Like nothing I even do matters. Well, maybe not in the grand scheme of space, but it matters to the people around you. Life is what you make of it and all that. I guess so. It's hard to make something of my life. Not when I've basically got these voices in my head telling me I can't. It's sort of like life is just one big exam. And I sure didn't study for it. Sayori giggles. I mean, you're not the only one who feels this way. Yeah, I know. I'm still so selfish, aren't I? No, I didn't mean it like that. It's okay. I know you didn't. We stay silent again. Hey, what's up? Do you think Monica's okay? What makes you think she isn't? You saw how she was when she walked in today. She looked so lost. Like she lost something. Huh. I didn't really notice. I mean, she looked a bit tired, but that was all I got from that. I want to talk to her. I just really haven't found the right moment. You guys haven't really talked much outside of the club, right? Uh-huh. Even Natsuki got to talk to her. I'm just a horrible friend. That's not true. It is! I guess I'm just afraid she'll push me away or I'll annoy her. I'm I'm sure she wouldn't react like that. She's been working real hard to make the club a better place for all of us. I think that says a lot about her, if I'm being honest. Maybe. Maybe not. I guess there's not really much I can do about that now. You can always try tomorrow. Or maybe over the weekend. Sayori tries to look at me. Yeah. I'll think about that. She turns back and looks towards the sky. Her left arm is still lightly pressed against mine. The warmth of her body is helping me deal with the somewhat brisk fall night we are spending our time in. Is this the right time to bring up how I feel with her? No, not yet. I can't do that to her. I'm scared of what'll happen if I tell her. Hey, Aragon. What's up? How many years did we not speak to each other? Oof, guilt trip time. Sayori jolts and turns to look at me. Ah! No, I don't want to guilt trip you. I was just looking for things to talk about. It's alright. I won't look past the trauma. I jokingly place my hand over my chest, which warrants a friendly shove from her. Don't do that, meanie! I really do feel bad. It's not your fault that we sort of did our own things for a while. If anything, I still should have tried harder to wait around for you in the mornings. Yeah. I don't know. She sighs. I have my own regrets too. Sayori turns to look at me. I feel like I left you behind. I never really felt like that way before. But looking back now, I guess I was just... I don't know. I didn't really know how I felt about you. Her eyes seemed to open wildly and glint a little. Felt about me? Not important. The fact is that I sort of forgot the kind of friendship we used to have. I mean, a lot of things from first year to fourth. People grow, change, experience various hardships and moments of prosperity. Those are big words for you. You've really been studying lately, huh? I give her a friendly jab with my elbow. Anyway, all I'm trying to say is we've both changed, for better or for worse. What matters is that we're together right now. Sayori smiles and looks back towards the sky. My life completely changed just a few weeks ago. Even though I'm trying so desperately to make it like it always was. But I see the looks I get from people. From my friends. My own parents. I can't go back to those happier times before this happened. Even you. She turns back to look at me, her eyes looking somewhat empty. You re-entering my life doesn't make this feel normal. Even though I've known you since we were kids. It's like my brain won't believe it. It's almost as if you're here for something other than me. I feel her body tense up as she turns back around. I know that doesn't even make sense, but those are the words my brain is choosing right now. That night, it's all very fuzzy. But it's probably why I'm even able to find the strength to talk about it. All I can remember is feeling very empty. I sometimes get flashes back to that night. My complete lack of inhibition. This disoriented feeling of going inwards, backwards in an ambulance. And the complete lack of fear. So it just feels like a strange dream that you can only remember bits and pieces of. Your experience seems very calm. Almost like it never even happened. Or maybe it's just the way she's processing her trauma that makes her feel that way, but just... feels... I mean, my friends, I guess, don't really remember it as fuzzy. She gently rubs 2 fingers across her neck. But I know I did. I'm trying very, very hard to try and accept that. Suddenly, Sayori's left hand starts moving around, searching for mine. I quickly give in and hold her hand tightly. I hope you can still accept me, even with all my flaws. She looks at me, her eyes now full of emotion. I hope you'll always be there for me. Of course I will. We both look back towards the sky again. We stay up here for a bit longer, never letting our little hands break apart. Next day transition! My eyes painfully opened themselves up at the sound of my alarm. Damn. I dejectedly removed my blanket and walked downstairs to get ready. Every single movement I do feels like an absolute slog. But as tired as I am, last night was kind of worth it. I walk into the bathroom to try and wake myself up a bit before making some breakfast and heading outside. I walk outside and I'm met with the hellish rays of the sun, almost as if it decided today would be the day it would shine the brightest just to spite me. I don't know what just happened with me, but I trudge over to where I usually meet Sayori. I didn't even know people trudged. Surprisingly, Sayori's already there waiting for me, but she looks just as tired as I am. I make my presence known by yawning loudly and wishing Sayori good morning. If it was a good morning, I'd be sleeping. Why did we stay up that late? It was still pretty nice though. Sayori's carrying a large cup, which probably has coffee. Hey, is that coffee? Yeah, what's up? Hell yeah, give me that. I take a few sips of Sayori's coffee, not really minding the heat too much. Ah, yeah, that'll wake us both up soon. I sure hope so. My eyes are so heavy. Alright, I'll help you walk to school. Watch out, everyone! Blind lady coming through. Step aside. You're so funny. I try. Alright, here we are. Boy, that coffee ended up helping, huh? It really did. Maybe a little too well. I feel super jittery and jumpy. Hey, wait. If you don't mind me asking, are you able to take coffee with your meds? It should be fine. I don't think anything bad can happen. I didn't drink too much anyway. You drank most of it. That's true. Speaking of that, you remember to bring them with you? She reaches into her bag and shakes around her pill bottle. Alright, good. If you're sick or anything, go straight to the nurse and text me, okay? Of course. See you at lunch. I feel like we're already going to be, if it feels like we're already being a bit too pressuring again for me, I don't know. Not pressuring, but nosy. So I walk into class and I head towards my own. And this guy was the one who led the revolution. Okay, got it. I place my pencil down and lay back in my seat. Our teachers just told us to take notes on the specific chapter, and once we're done, we can just chill out and relax. I love days like these. Short after finishing, though, I get the urge to use the bathroom. I raise my hand and point towards the door, to which the teacher simply nods and continues doing whatever it is she's doing. Appears to be a habit. I slide the door closed behind me and make my way to the restroom. Me? Natsuki? Natsuki's voice is very faint and distant, but I know her voice anywhere. I get a bit closer and begin to hear her conversation. No! I said no already! Can't you just listen to me for once? Yikes, it sounds like she's on the phone with someone and it isn't going well either. I get it, jeez! Yeah, bye! Shoot, that was over quick. I quickly turn around and try to scurry off to the bathroom. Aragon, what are you doing here? I slowly turn around and act surprised. Oh hey, just heading to the little bathroom. Right. How much of that did you hear? How much of what did I hear? Don't play dumb. I was speaking pretty loudly and you're literally right here. Don't lie to me. I'm not upset at you. I just want to know. You seem pretty upset to me. Because you keep acting like an idiot! Sorry, I didn't mean that. But could you please tell me? I heard some of that phone call, but I don't really know what it was about. You just sounded upset. Ugh. Yeah. It's just family stuff, alright? It's not really anything you're supposed to know about. I gotcha, no worries. Thanks, Aragon. I appreciate you not making a fuss over it. Of course not. I don't really have any reason to do that. Hey, will you be joining us for lunch today? Sure, I'll ask you if she'd like to tag along as well. Awesome, see you then. Natsuki waves and walks back towards her class. I don't remember if Natsuki ever mentioned anything about family troubles. But other than that being strict anyway. But as I said, not my concern. Crap, I still really have to pee. Then go and pee! Okay, so get this. I'm taking this online personality quiz on like which superhero I'd be or whatever, and then I get this stupid ad on my screen that showed me a product that I just searched for 30 minutes before. What? No way! What was the product? Oh, just some baking equipment, nothing out of the ordinary. But I'm telling you guys, our phones are spying on us. I've had this too. Just that I didn't look it up, and then it's renewed again. I was talking about it, and then it gave me an ad for it a few minutes later on YouTube. That was scary. It's even more scary when you consider sometimes my phone, like, I once had it that YouTube first had like this little mini player. Suddenly it turned from like just big to mini player, and then suddenly YouTube just stopped, and it wasn't even in like where you can like when you leave like the window, it's still open somewhere, but it wasn't. My phone does sometimes does really creepy things. Well, unless it's a bunch of memes and manga that they're after, I don't think you have anything worth spying on. Sorry, that was rude, wasn't it? Before Nuts could retort, she suddenly stops and looks across the cafeteria. I look in the direction she's looking and see her other friend group leaving the room. Hey, I'll see you guys around. I have to go do something with these guys real quick. Nuts gets up but is quickly stopped by Yuri grabbing onto her sleeve. Hey! Let me go! I just want to talk to them! Natsuki, please sit down. What you... Nat sits down without another word, looking a bit flustered. Sarah and I share concerned glances. I'm sorry. What for? Should actually thank you. I was about to go back, just like that. How weak am I, huh? You're not weak. You're trying your best. Nobody expects you to get through this in one day. She's right, Natsuki. These things take time. You're already doing a lot by trying. And don't forget, we all have your back. Sarah and Yuri give Natsuki warm smiles. And me too, even though I really don't know how to contribute. I understand that, but sometimes just being there for your friends is all you really need to do. No words necessary. Thanks, guys. So, how about we continue our stories, Oh, yeah. So let me tell you guys about scalpers. They are the worst! Natsuki is talking about her stories and other various hijinks. As we towards the cafeteria exit, Natsuki's other friends are long gone. They never seem to look back, not even once. The rest of the day goes by normally. Classes are chill, not a crazy amount of homework for the weekend. It's looking like I'll finally have a bit of free time. So then I walk into the club room and place our bags on the floor. We're early. What's with all these books? Are you being serious right now? What? You're asking why there's a bunch of books in a literature club? Yeah, I was totally just pulling your leg there. I wasn't. Admittedly, there are definitely more than enough books for the 5 of us here. Around 10 or so books lay neatly organized on the front desks, and a few more resting on the desks on the desk in front. Hey guys, I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. Yeah, it's been going okay. Were you the one who placed all these books here? Oh, yes, I want to do something actually literature related for once. What about the idea I told you about last week? Oh, that? It was good, but I think I'd rather do something that actually relates to literature. We are a literature club after all. Right. By the way, is there anything, and I mean absolutely anything, that I can do to be a better club president? Monica seems uncharacteristically erratic. Not really? Kind of a loaded question. I don't think any of us consider you to be a bad club president. Aragon's right! You're a great club president! If that were true. then why is she still like having problems with like the glitches and stuff? Well, well, well. Look who finally showed up early. Hello, everyone. Hey, Natsuki. Hey, Yuri. I'm trying to be a little more punctual, honestly. It's not a good look if I'm late to my own club all the time. But if you have other responsibilities to take care of, you shouldn't push yourself either. I know. You guys just don't really get it. I have to do the best I can. Why don't I explain all these books in the desk behind me? Yes, I am quite curious about these. Have you read the manga yet, Yuri? You have a very wonderful selection. Thanks. I wanted for us to all choose at least one book to read together, and then we can all talk about our thoughts and opinions on it as we go along. The hardest part is agreeing on which book to go with. The five of us look at the array of books that Monica provided. There's all sorts of genres presented here. There's even some manga, surprisingly enough. Pfft. Well, I already know which I'm going to choose. Natsuki, that reminds me. What's up? Yuri stood back and pulls out the manga that Natsuki gave to her a few days ago. I knew it! I was still wondering about it. In between the pages is a little purple bookmark, keeping track of where she left off. I'm not finished with this volume yet, but I'm actually enjoying it quite a lot. More than I expected myself to. Admittedly, I've only ever read it after reading a very intense novel. So it served as a very nice palate cleanser. That way I'm not too hung up on anything too intense. Just thought I'd let you know. Well, I'm glad you found something in it to enjoy. That makes me happy. Wonderful. Glad to see you two agreeing on something. Monica's eyes seem to twitch. So, let's all choose something we can all read and discuss. We all take a moment to look at all the books available, manga included. I'm already... Sorry. I was trying to move in my chair and I almost ripped my headphones off, so... My bad. I'm already somewhat familiar with the manga. It's about these two girls who travel a post-apocalyptic world together. I believe Natsuki already owns one of the volumes, so that could be interesting. One of the novels that looked interesting was a non-fiction novel titled Unbroken, a story about a World War II soldier captured and held prisoner by Imperial Japan. It's an interesting choice considering this type of history is not really talked about here. I wonder why Monica chose this. Another is a novel titled Great Expectations, which Yuri takes interest in. She seems to be eyeballing a novel titled Grendel. After reading through the synopsis of some of these books, a clear theme seems to be present. Each one involves a journey of a character, whether good or bad, and dives into the experiences that they go through. What about this one? It's not too long and seems rather interesting. Yuri shows off a book titled Truman's Story. What's it about? It's about a man who lives a pretty normal life until he finds out he's in a TV show. Ooh, that sounds interesting! Yeah, that sounds alright. We can go with this one then. Awesome! I'll get 40 other copies over the weekend and bring them over so we can start reading next week. It should be fun. By the way, Yuri, Natsuki, do you have any ideas on how I can be a better club president? Both Natsuki and Yuri and Natsuki both give Monica a confused stare. Not really. Yuri? I don't really know myself. Monica stays silent. I feel like she's like trying to figure out how she can like get rid of these weird nightmares she's experiencing. Well, what now? Oh, sorry. Let's call it for today. But first, here's my writing tip of the day. Sometimes you might find yourself wondering why you are doing whatever it is you're doing. Whether it's writing poems, reading a book, hanging out with friends, anything. It can be easy to turn these thoughts into negative ones, Like wondering why any of this matters and all that. It's important to recognize these feelings when they come. That way you can turn them into positive thoughts like... Excuse me, I'm sorry everyone. What the... Should we go after her? Might be a good idea, she just... That didn't seem very good. We can all try together. No, that's a bad idea. Maybe she wants to be left alone. Trust me, I would know. So you stay silent. Remembering what she told me last night, I'm slightly surprised that she hasn't taken the initiative here. Sayori, would you like to go find her together? She shakes her head. We should leave her be for now. It's clear she wanted to be left alone. Even though sometimes that can be hard to understand, since we'd normally like to be there for our friends. But space is important. I'm sure everyone here can agree with that. We all nod in response. Given the fact that how Monica responds to touch and being able to have a few short moments with them and how the way she reacted to them, I feel like she is actually kind of in an opposite position as Sayori, which is, I think, interesting. Sayori gets kind of pressured to be like around others all the time, very frequently. And Monica might actually want someone else to be there. And she isn't really around others enough. Let's call it a day. I'm sure everything will be back to normal once we come back next week. But let's at least text her that we're all leaving, just so she's informed. Okay then. Combine positive thoughts. Also, if you'd like to hang out over the weekend, just hit me up anytime. I could use an excuse to get out of the house every now and then. I'm always free as well. It would be fun to hang out with you. Thanks, guys. I appreciate that. I guess I'll be left out once again. Don't be silly. We can hang out anytime you'd like. I'm just a short walk away anyway. Guess that's true. Well, I'll see you all next week then. Natsuki and Yuri wave to both of us goodbye and leave the room. Hey, you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. I'm going to write a short note for Monica. Is that okay? Yeah, of course. Take your time. It's a little funny. Monica asking how to be a better president is much like her old self. Her old self? Yeah, she wasn't very confident at the beginning. Always running things by me and stuff. But all of that eventually changed. Sarah walks over to her bag, takes out a pen and paper, and sits herself down at one of the desks. As I watch her write, I can see her sticking her tongue out ever so slightly, showing that she's now incredibly focused on writing. In fact, tiny little details about how she writes are now starting to become apparent to me. They never have before. She always holds her pen the way she holds her pen is incorrect, but she's managing anyway. It's these details that are making me realize how much I'm starting to really admire Sayori. Why wasn't I able to see these things about her before? The only logical explanation is that my feelings for her have never really gone away. In fact, I think they've only gotten stronger. Alright, I'm finished. She sits over her desk, rereads her note, and then places it on the desk in the front of the room. Okay, I'm ready to go. Awesome. What did you write for her? Just some small stuff only her and I would understand. Sorry for not really being able to tell you. I see, no worries. All girls have their secrets with each other after all. True. I've said so many things about you to the others. Wait, what? Kidding. Or am I? Alright, you dog, let's get going. Oh, would you like to stay over at my place tonight? It's been a while and I thought it could be fun. I feel my face turn red, which is strange because I've already slept over at Sayori's place for an entire week just a month ago. Sure, I'd love to. Great! It should help take my mind. It should help take my mind off things too. Of course. Let's get going then. It's about time. I've showed you my cooking skills. It's about time I've showed you my cooking skills. I tried really, really hard to see what was going on through the code, but I just can't. I'm completely helpless now. I couldn't even hide it in the club room, and now these people are all worried about me. That's the last thing I needed. I shakily wave my hand in the air. And this reset thing isn't slowing down! I don't know what to do anymore. I tried being a good club president. I tried playing the role I was supposed to play from the start. I don't know what else this place wants from me. I'm just doomed to suffer this fate now. I sigh and slowly walk back to the club room. Let's see what's in the note. I look around at my surroundings. I look at my phone to see text messages from everyone. They all texted me they left home. Figures. I wasn't even worth checking on anyway. Not with how I've treated them in the past. Yeah, she probably would have... In her case, it might have actually been beneficial to maybe go after her. In this case. The only good part about all this is that I'm no longer able to see any of the code that tells me when I'm entering a new room. Everything happens as smoothly as you'd expect it to. It's almost like the game is trying to correct its mistakes. And that mistake is me. I chuckled to myself. If only I had known this sooner. I would have just deleted everyone from the start. That way. I could have spent a little more time with you. I don't remember if you can hear me anymore. Can you? Can you hear me? You're still there. I know you are. I just have to find a way to prove that to myself. Because I lost the ability to do that a long time ago. I'll go to the desks and begin picking up all the books. I carry a few at a time to the closet, organizing them neatly and making sure not to drop any of the ones already on the shelf. Even Natsuki's manga I dare not mess with. That would bother her. I don't want that. I cleared all the books and grabbed the one that the others decided on. But as I do so, I catch something on the desk in front. A note from Sayuri. To Monica. I've always been wanting to talk to you for a while already. I know what you told me before, the weekend before the festival. I still don't know if you really meant all the things you said that day, but I want to talk to you in person. I really miss the friendship we used to have. It's been really hard to try and find the time to talk things out with you, because I don't know if you hate me or not. My brain always tells me that you do, but then I remember how good of a friend you were to me. You always listened. You were always there for me before anybody else was. But even back then, I knew something was bothering you. I'd like to get a chance to finally know what it is. And I really like the chance to try and be friends again. I'm just a phone call away. Sayuri. Oh. Sayuri. I look over the note one more time before crushing it in my hands and tossing it in the trash nearby. I wipe away the tears that rolled down my cheek and regain my composure. I don't want to give in. I can't quit. I can't quit on you. You also can't quit on the club, because that's also mingle. I look back down at the trash can. Tears start foaming in my eyes again as I look at the crumbled note. No. I quickly drop down and pick it back up and crumble it and hold it close to my chest. God, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't. So I laid myself down on the floor, still hugging tightly to Sayuri's note. After everything I've tried doing to you, how can you still care about me? After a few minutes, I picked myself back up and reread the note. I carefully folded in place in my school bag. After fully regaining my composure, I can think a bit clearly now. This is a bridge I don't think I want to burn. Because if she still feels this way after everything I've tried doing, there's a chance that our friendship could be the key to stopping this reset. It has to work. I throw my bag over my shoulder and head out the door. And maybe maybe just wants to spend time with Sayuri. But the problem still remains that it seems like they're implying that the death of Sayori was intentional, which it still was not. I lay out a few board games and other fun little games that I had laying around on the table. Alright, this should be a fun night. We've got Monopoly, Trouble, and Uno. Or Uno? I don't... Uno. Uno. I've also got It's Uno. I've also got Super Swampy Bros. If she's up for video games as well. The Super Swampy Bros, yeah. I pack up all the stuff in my bag and put it over my shoulder. Sorry? Thunder seems to echo in the distance. I should probably hurry up. I don't want to get caught in the rain. I knock on Sayori's door and wait for her to answer. Who is it? The biggest criminal mastermind that has ever graced the face of this planet. Are you going to kidnap me? Nope, this is a break-in. Knowing Sayori almost never locks her door, I decide to open it and let myself in. Sayori leads me to her bedroom and closes the door behind her. Sorry about the messy room. It can be hard to find the motivation to clean up sometimes. Hey, don't worry about it. I really don't mind at all. So what do you want to do? Sayori looks at me with anticipation. Oh right. I remove my backpack and place it on the floor. Check this out. I opened the bag up and reveal all of the games I brought with me. Whoa! You brought all that? Yep. I was a bit indecisive, so I just brought everything that I thought could be fun. Let's play Uno! I used to be amazing at Uno. I mean Uno doesn't technically require that much skill. Hey, yeah it does! You have to strategize and anticipate your opponent's moves. I am actually particularly good at Uno. Because there are a few things that you can like it is a bit more like a chance because depending on how the cards are mixed and which one you like then pull. A lot of it is just like by chance, but there are a few things where you can strategize. I used to win basically all the time. Yeah, maybe because people were letting you win. That's not true. I'm just messing with you. I'm sure you did great. But let's go ahead and prove that by actually playing. You're on! Our game of Uno lasts for a while. Sure enough, she ended up being quite the formidable opponent. I have no idea how, but she always had the card she needed. Told you I was really good! Pfft, I was going easy on you. What else you feel better about that crushing defeat? Alright. I've got to use the bathroom now. Do you mind if I do as yours? Of course. Sukasa is Mikasa. Oop, I think I said that wrong. I leave Sayori's bedroom and make my way downstairs towards the bathroom. Thunder echoes in the distance again, which probably means a storm is now on its way. Hopefully we don't lose power. I've noticed that the weather sometimes really indicates things in this mod, so I'm a bit worried. Like the first time we really noticed weird weather was like right at the beginning, I think. I think there was weird weather, I'm not too sure. I know the last time we had like thunder, we had like this dispute with Sayori. I walk into the bathroom and do my thing. Nice bathroom. As I finish up, something particular catches my eye. On the floor besides the toilet I see... What the hell? It's an empty medicine bottle. I lift up the bottle from off the floor to my dismay. It's hers. Oh god, they're hers! Overdose is a word that immediately springs to mind. Can you overdose on these? I don't know. Are you sure she hasn't just finished a bottle and then threw it to the side? You could ask her, but try to be calm about it. No, she wouldn't take them. She couldn't have. Why else would she have invited me over today? But then what's up with this? A Guess there's really no other way for me to find out unless I ask. I rush out of the bathroom and head back upstairs, trying to remain as calm as possible. Before entering, I hide the bottle in my pocket and take a deep breath. Hey! What's wrong? Was my bathroom not clean enough or something? No, it wasn't that. I scanned it from top to bottom, checking for any signs that something could be off. Let's continue. Do I just stop everything and call the emergency services? No. But then what if I'm wrong? Can I ask you something? Oh, sure. What's up? You've been taking your pills, right? Same time every day? Yep. Hey, you haven't forgotten our promise, have you? Without another word, I reached into my pocket. What's this I found in the bathroom then? You showed me the same bottle in the morning. I already finished taking them. I'm supposed to pick up next refill tomorrow. No, I don't think that's true. There were too many pills in there. Did you really think I'd fall for that? Maybe you would have if you stopped asking me about my stupid pills all the time. Sayori, I just want to know what you did with them. Why can't you tell me that? Why do you keep insisting that you should know about all this? Did you take all of them at once? What? Why would you even assume I would do that? Oh, I know why. I ignore what Sayori is getting at. So what the hell did you do with them? Sayori? I feel my confusion turn into annoyance. You have any idea how concerning this actually is? Come on, answer me. And my annoyance turns into anger. If you don't answer me, I'm going to... I threw them! I blink a few times. Huh? Do you want to repeat that for me? A little louder this time. I didn't quite catch that. I threw them all away! I flushed them down the toilet just before you came over! Happy now? Happy? How am I supposed to be happy after hearing something like that? What about the ones you took yesterday? Or the day before? I thought I saw you. I vomited them out. I stumble on my words after hearing that. Are you kidding me? Why would you do that? Do you not want to get better or something? How can you say that to me? Well, what the hell are you thinking, throwing away the only thing that's supposed to help you? Did you really think that those stupid pills were the only thing that could make me feel better? Yeah? What else would they be for? Then you really don't understand. Ugh, this again. I don't really know how else I'm supposed to get through to you. I'm always trying to understand you. You're just too stuck in your own head to see it. Do you think I want to be stuck in my own head? How can you even say that? You're always telling me things that I really just don't feel like hearing. But I try to listen and take your advice because I trust you. But I think you're showing me how you really feel how you've been feeling this entire time. You let yourself go because of me, and you kept lying about it. All of your grades went down, all because of me. Even though you promised that you'd take care of yourself and not worry about me too much. Shouldn't that be proof that I actually care and understand you then? No, because why would I want you to hurt yourself for my sake? Please, you don't really know me. I can handle myself. You broke our pinky promise. What? You promised me! You promised me you wouldn't do this! What are you talking about? See, this is what I mean. You never explain yourself to me. God, you can be such a I stop myself. Even in my anger, I can't bring myself to say... What? What were you going to say? Look, you were going to say pain to deal with, weren't you? Don't put words in my mouth. You don't know me. You're right. I guess I really don't. The same way you don't know me. Come on, you don't really believe that. I don't want to. But all this is starting to prove something. You were never there for me because you actually cared. You just feel guilty. And that's my fault. You're really saying that to me now, after everything I've said and done for you. You don't get it. You're always telling me things that don't help. They just make me feel worse. How was I supposed to know if they did or didn't help? You never fucking talk to me. And you never keep your promises. Haven't I already explained this to you? I'm afraid that you don't actually care about me. How can you still be afraid after all this time? And then you go back and forth between wanting me to care and not wanting me to care. It's annoying. So which is it, Sayori? I don't know. Just stop already. So you don't want help. Because that's really what all this is looking like now. Absolutely nothing has changed. It's always been the same crap. Get out, Aragon. It's like I barely even know you, Sayori. And you don't even know me. You said it yourself. You haven't made any progress in this, and I think that's on you. You're not putting in the effort to get better. I waved the ball in the air. This proves it. I said get out! I know I'm not you know I'm not going to do that. She just close it to me. Then everything I've ever feared is coming true. What are you talking about? This is all a big burden on you. I've put this all on you. God, how selfish is that? Sayori, I wanted to believe it. I really did. But it's just not true. How can it be? Of course it'd still be here. Nobody would want the guilt of suicide on their shoulders. I don't know how to prove it to you anymore. I've tried everything. It just feels like you don't want to listen. Well, I'll do us both a favor and make both of our lives easier. So reaches down, grabs my bag, and hands it to me. I'd like for you to leave. Sayori, please! I'm begging you now! Don't make this harder than it needs to be! You've already proven everything to me. There's nothing to worry about anymore. She places her hand on my chest and begins pushing me out of the door. No, wait, Sayori. Don't do this. Please! She only smiles as she starts pushing harder. I have no choice but to leave her room. She closes the door shut and I'm left standing right in front of it, feeling completely and totally defeated. Sayori? Please don't shut me out. I want to try again. I want to work through this. Because I stopped myself. The fear of her making another attempt at her own life is starting to take over again. But that's exactly the problem. Those assumptions are what caused all this. I look down at her empty bottle. I angrily throw it across the room and hit a wall, making a noise that echoes throughout the house. Sayori doesn't respond, and I have no idea what to do. I decide to let myself out. Because after all this, I have to trust her. I have to trust that she won't do anything to hurt herself. Even though at this point in time, every single inch of my body is telling me to stay here. Ever gone? Marty skips a beat. What? I'll be fine. I'm not going to do anything dumb. But I would like for you to leave. Okay. Without another word, I walk downstairs and leave through the front door. I sit down on her porch and watch the storm clouds roll in. Well, that's just perfect, isn't it? I let out a sigh as the rain starts pouring heavily, thinking back to what Sayori said about how I don't really know her and that she doesn't really know me. That's not true, is it? I mean, we're best friends. I guess we were best friends. God, all of this really is my fault then. Probably have done nothing but make Sayori's life worse just by being around. And she's probably right. I've been handling all this very poorly. Was I supposed to give her space or something? What the hell was I supposed to do? Yes, you were supposed to give her space. And maybe when you approached with the empty bottle of pills, you could have just asked her and said, yeah, I'm concerned about it because I saw this. And not immediately be like accusing her like, did you take all of these or whatever. It's probably... I don't blame him exactly because this is all very hard on him too. I was very concerned for my friends after their attempts as well. Just luckily we usually met together, so there were like multiple people. So I was never alone when I was like in this worry of like, what if there is still the chance that they harm themselves? And I suppose we always had like this more open communication because we met in a support group, and due to that, the beginning of our friendship was already based on us talking about our feelings. And due to that, it was a bit easier to do that later on because we already had like this established. This like the way we communicate about our feelings, about our struggles. Some of which were like, since the support group, a common struggle. Something we had in common. and do that with more open, and due to that, it was of course a little easier on me than on him. He's probably very stressed out and stressing out the whole time. But yeah, it was handled poorly because he shouldn't have been accusatory of it. It makes sense that he was stressed out about it. But he should have tried to, in fact, remain calm and not be accusing her like you're trying to overdose and stuff. Trying to have a more calm discussion. I want to show her that I care about her, but she still has doubts. That too with the entire, you don't want to get better. This also goes back to what I have with like the therapist. If you don't go to the therapist, you don't want to get better. If you don't take the medication right now, you don't want to get better. There might be a different reason for it as well. Because they don't want these feelings. It's just sometimes hard to keep up with all of it, and sometimes there's like other things also factoring into it. For example, with the therapists, with my unpleasant experiences with it. That doesn't mean that people aren't trying to get better. And of course the entire fact about I keep trying and trying. I mean, I guess if you absolutely know nothing about depression, then yeah, it's probably very hard for you to understand that no matter what you try to prove to this person, especially when there's still only 1 month after a suicide attempt, they're probably not already in a state like their head won't allow it. It's that simple. You can try to prove it all you want, their head won't fully allow it. When they make improvements, then maybe allow it a little bit. But especially now still, it's simple as no matter what you do to prove it, the brain won't believe it, that part of the brain. And I mean, part of me wants to say that's clear because I already explained it to him multiple times. And I feel like, yeah, it should have been clear because she explained it multiple times. I get that there's still like a bit of this confusion about it because he knows nothing about depression, but I feel like at some point it should be obvious. Her head won't allow it. That's just what depression is like. And I blamed her for that. Yeah. But I mean, of course he's realizing that. Like, I get that he was stressed out. It was still more wrong on his side in that moment. God, what's wrong with me? At least now when he realizes it, we can at least try to now make progress with it. I look back towards her front door. I wonder what she's thinking right now. There has to be something I can do. I can't just sit here and do nothing. I've got 2 choices. Walk back inside and just invite myself to sleep on her couch, which only seems unbearably rude and kind of creepy, or just walk back home in the pouring rain and feel like garbage the whole way through. Second, I need to change my headphones. I hate both of these ideas. I'd better just head home then. It has less downsides. You feel bad at that moment. The other option is, you feel bad, you're kind of creepy, and Sayori feels like her boundaries are still not respected. I pull my phone and check who it is. Huh, Sayori. Hello? Hello, Oregon. Sorry for calling you so late. No worries, what's up? I was just a bit bored. I guess I wanted to ask if I could join you and Sayori on your little hangout. Ah, I see. We're, kind of settling down now. Unfortunate. Well, I should probably leave you to do it then. Wait! That isn't the truth exactly. Can I call you back in like 5 minutes? Oh, sure, I don't mind. promptly hang up the phone and prepare myself to run through the rain. I quickly run indoors and shut the door behind me. I immediately take off my shirt and rush into the bathroom to get a towel and a fresh change of clothes. Now that I'm completely dried off, I lay myself down on the bed and sigh. Better call Yuri back. It's the music I enjoy again. Hello again. Hey Yuri, sorry about that. I had to get back home. I thought you would say Yuri tonight. Yeah, about that. Imagine like the worst case scenario happening and multiplied by 5. You and I have very different definitions of worst case scenarios. Oh, okay, never mind that. Sayori and I pause for a moment. How do I word this? Well, you're already aware that Sayori takes medicine for depression, right? Mm-hmm. We had a pretty nasty fight about that. Her bottle was empty. It shouldn't have been. By the way, please keep this a secret. Of course. So reflecting on the things I said to Sayori, and the huge wave of regret starts overtaking me. Honestly, don't really know if I should be telling you this. Remember that what we talked about last week? Basically that, but in argument form, I guess. Sorry, Oregon. I don't really know what to say if I don't know the full details. But I'd like to help in any way I can. I chuckle a bit. It's okay. My main concern is how final this all seemed. She kicked me out of her house, made it seem like that was the end of our friendship completely. And it would be easy to say that it was the depression talking, right? Or maybe I should have been more calm about it. I just got so frustrated. I hate seeing Sayori like this. I hate seeing her do this to herself. It's horrible. And maybe more than anything, I hate myself for loving her. It's nice to hear you admit that, even if it's something I've known for a very long time now. Yeah, I didn't mean to let that slip out. I don't know how she feels about me anymore. Sorry to hear that you feel that way. You're not giving up on her, are you? I don't know. It's not right for me to be feeling this frustrated with her all the time. And if it's not frustration, it's fear or anxiety. I don't think anybody understands how terrifying that night was. Hey, you don't have to relive that. I understand. Unless you want to talk about it. I like to try and finally get it off my chest. Are you sure? Yeah. I take a deep breath. You'd think that this would all be a blur by now, but I remember. Clear as crystal. I never talk about it. I still get images of that night in my head. I remember being in her house and thinking that I was stupid for breaking into her home. But then I hear a loud bang from upstairs. I rush up, open the door, and the words refused to escape my mouth. My heart sank when I saw her. I remember feeling completely immobilized. I just stood there for what felt like ages. But I know that can't be true because she's still here with us today. My body moved on its own. I grabbed her by the legs, lifted her up. My mind absolutely racing, but only one thought kept ringing through. Liv. I kept calling to her, saying her name, shouting it. But I couldn't even hear my own damn voice. God, the faces she made. She kept clawing at her throat, throwing blood all over the floor. Her desperate attempts to escape were exemplified by her willingness to completely tear her own fingers apart. Her frenzied convulsions and the sounds. I can never forget the sounds. The desperate gasping for air. The choking. My own panicked breath started to mesh with her awful coughs and gasps for air. I couldn't help but just scream and yell and try to drown it out, but it wasn't loud enough. I felt like I was muffled, suffocating under the weight of seeing my best friend like this. It was torture, with every second feeling like a damn eternity. I know I must have called the medical services at some point, but I can't remember much of what happened while I was carrying her. Swells of color, red and blue uniforms rushing to her aid. The ambulance had made it on time. I should have felt relief, but I couldn't feel a thing. That's when I realized my heart didn't just sink the moment I saw her. It drowned. Maybe even at this point, it's still there. I feel a heavy weight in my chest. The weight of everything I've seen and been through threatening to crush me. But it feels a bit lighter. It was awful, Yuri. It was awful. In my rambling, I never realized the tears welling in my eyes. I quickly wiped them away and sighed. You're still there? I'm sorry for rambling like that. I've never really gotten the chance to let things out like this. I'm here. I just don't really know what to say. It's okay. I don't really expect you to say anything after that. I feel my heart beating like crazy. I can't say I know how you feel, because I don't. It would be disrespectful of me to say otherwise. Instead, I'll tell you that I feel your pain. I can't even imagine how much it hurts. But if you ever need someone to lend near, someone to lean up against, I'll be here. The tears form again in my eyes. Thank you. It's a very long moment of silence between us. Can I ask you a personal question? Sure. Do you really love her? What? Sorry. You don't have to answer that. No, it's fine. I wasn't expecting it. I think back to the day I confessed to her. She had just confessed her depression to me. And at the time, I guess it was just my initial reaction. Maybe some desperate attempt to get her to feel better. But I don't know. I guess it really just proves how little I understand all of this. I really thought that my love would have been enough to keep her around. I don't really know, Yuri. What does it mean to love someone anyway? I've never felt love either. I can't really go based off the novels I've read. The general consensus seemed to be that love is not just a feeling. It's an action. Do you find yourself going out of your way for her? Yeah, it came up during our argument too. Really? Did she react negatively? Yeah, pretty much. I see. I guess I just feel like I really want to protect her. Even if that bothers her. Which is why being in love with her has started to really feel like a chore. I hate admitting that. It just sounds so awful to say. I don't really know what to say about that. I think your best course now is to maybe try and rekindle your friendship. That's what matters most here, right? Yeah. Take my advice with a grain of salt, please. Give her at least a day to cool off and have some space and time for herself. And take care of yourself too. You can't be there for Sayuri if you aren't there for yourself. Right. I guess that's one of those easier said than done things, isn't it? I try to do that. I'm just so scared she's never going to talk to me again. I think she will. You're her best friend. She always talks about you when you're not there in the club or away from the lunch table. Oh, just don't tell her I told you. Yeah, I wouldn't do that to you. Well, it's pretty late now. Do you think I should say your goodnight text or something? If you'd like. Seems harmless to me. It should show her that you still care and you don't want to give up. Gotcha. And hey, Yuri. Thanks for hearing me out. Your phone call came at the perfect time. Oh, I'm not the best at giving advice, but I'm always here to listen. You have a good night, Erica. You too. Thanks again. First and foremost, that definition of what it looked like course, it wasn't everything, but it was pretty, I'll just say relatable here. So I eventually started breaking down. I tried to be a bit more calm, but at the noises, it didn't work anymore. But you know what? I'll give the mod credit for that. I like it when they actually talk about what it's actually like. Said that before and I said it again. Just I like it when they do that, just for various reasons. One, because, well, like I said, it helps me come to terms with my own feelings a bit more. And second, because my friends did it because they thought it was clean, and seeing you like this is probably not that bad. And that's why some of them attempted it once before and stuff. And part of that was the media and how it portrayed these deaths, and so I'm glad it kind of showed it, somewhat showed that it's not that way, and that really means a lot to me. I'm still a bit teary, so but I'll try to continue a bit, and yeah, I think that is actually very good. And I mean, very good. And about one thing that I also want to talk about, the part where he says it feels like a chore to care about her. It's normal to feel like that a little bit. Sometimes, you see, when I talk about my friends like that way, you know, about all their suicide attempts and stuff, it seems very tough to go through that. I mean, it's just that sometimes when I expressed a bit of, wow, this is burdening me, there were some comments from outsiders that were like, but is it then a healthy friendship? And it's like, it's difficult, really difficult. It's gotten better now because currently my friends are improving a lot, and I'm so proud of them. I'm really proud of them. It was just, there was a period of time where it was like worse. And it's hard, it's really hard sometimes, and they all know that we all feel this way. It's just that it's worth it. Because we all love each other. And it's not like we always just have like these bad things going on. I could talk like, it's just when I bring up my friends so frequently when it comes to like these suicide attempts and like these self-harm things, because as long as I don't go into depth, I know they're okay with that. But when it comes to like more personal things, like nice things, it generally sometimes becomes a bit more personal. Because to fully explain how nice some things were, I would have to go a bit more into detail. Besides, it's not always open to just like offer it. But most of the time we're like having fun. It's difficult sometimes, especially on their bad days. One of our friends still struggles very heavily with getting up from the floor in the morning. But it's so much fun to be around him. He's always there when I need to talk to him. Over the phone, over text. It's so sweet when he just randomly sends a video of, hey, I found this flower. Look. And then he just like talks about like the flower and all of the things about the flower. Everything it knows about it, how to take care of it, its name, its Latin name, when they bloom, what types of colors they all can have. And then we sometimes play things together. We sometimes play video games. And he's just in the background and just like making some cute remarks. It's normal to sometimes feel like it's a bit of a chore because it is hard. It can be very hard sometimes. Especially when they're currently at their lowest. Especially after an event like this transpired. It's normal to feel this way. However, something that I feel like makes more sense is that I sometimes like to put it, the issue is very difficult and hard to work with, to a point where it feels like a chore. But this issue doesn't define the person. It can seep into their life, of course, but it doesn't define them. So it's not like it's a chore to actually be with this person, to spend time with this person. That's not the chore. It's just the issue. The person themselves. It's great to spend time with them. So I kind of like to put it because it's not actually difficult to just be with my friends. It's so much fun with them. Of course, watching them suffer and then trying a bit to somewhat shift your behavior. That's the difficult part, but depending on what they currently need. It's just that I feel it's completely worth it. Just to sometimes, it's completely worth it if it means I keep getting weird plant videos sent to me. I remember that one time he was like recording it and then he suddenly like switched cameras and suddenly we just all saw his face like up front because he switched the camera. That was great. I felt like I just wanted to talk about it. I've now had also some time to calm down a bit more. Because this meant a lot to me. Honestly, I feel like Yuri is the character I like the most in this mod. I hang up the phone and lay on my bed. I go to my messages and tap on Sayori's contact. I wait a few moments before slowly typing out "Good night, Sayori," but I don't hit send yet. I let it sigh as tears start forming in my eyes again. Good night, Sayori. End of Act 2. What's Act 3? First mod again. Reality distorts. I glimpse the fractured cosmos beyond the veil, my emotions unraveling in fragments, torn between chaos and clarity. Reality distorts. Is this awakening? Or am I drowning in the abyss of my own making? The pain translates into language, a language I have yet to understand. Ones, zeros, ones, zeros. Another day passes in a flash. More and more strange visions are appearing. The first 2 days were tolerable, but today is when things started to get worse. Every time I enter a room, lines of text flash before my eyes. Every time I sit myself down in class, it never fills up. It's completely empty. The school is completely empty. Not a single soul is present here, and it's making me lose my mind. A few days ago, I met a girl named Sayori. I know almost everything about her, despite only knowing her for such a short amount of time. Right down to the outfits she wears, the food she prefers, and worst of all, her depression. There are 3 others. A girl named Yuri, a girl named Natsuki, and a boy named... shit! I cover my mouth subconsciously. I'm not really used to swearing. I don't know who this boy is. Sari seemed to mention a friend of hers the other day. Is that who she's talking about? I don't really think I can see that far into the future, I guess. I don't have the right idea of what abilities I have now. I know I'm somewhat omnipotent. It didn't take much to figure that out. The first few days weren't bad. I was able to maintain my composure and focus on the club. She and I discussed ideas on how to recruit new members. But it was after that day when I realized that there were only 3 other members to recruit in the first place. It's such a perfect timing for me, isn't it? The moment I get an opportunity to make a club exactly how I envision it, this happens. Stop! I cry out in pain. My voice echoes in the empty hallways of the school. Despite knowing nobody can hear me, I still try looking around, hoping somebody would pop up out from around the corner. Sayori, where are you? As I reach the club door, I notice I'm already still in it. I'm already in it. Basically instantly. I need to see another face. Sayori, please show up. God, how selfish is that? She has depression. I know she does. Yet I'm still letting myself become comforted by her for my own selfish needs. That's not fair to her. The club room door slides open, and Sayori walks in with her usual smile. I quickly stand up and regain my composure. Hey Monica, sorry I'm late again. Oh, my voice, sorry. It's okay, welcome back. I nervously scratch my head. Trying to hide how happy I am to see another face is getting pretty difficult to do. Hey, is everything okay? You seem a bit stressed. Is getting new members still stressing you out? No, For thinking, I quickly wrapped my arms around Sayori and tried to hold her I can't feel her. I can't feel her body touch mine. Completely distraught, I slowly let go and moved back. I guess you needed the hug today too, huh? I stay silent. I try to at least give her a smile, but I'm struggling to process what I just experienced right now. There's no way she's... No. She's real. She's right here. I'm sorry. I'm a horrible friend. What? What are you talking about? You're an amazing friend. I shake my head. How can I be? I stab myself. Do I what? I lift up my hand and slowly press it against her cheek. Monica? Do you feel my hand? Yes? What's this about? Are you okay? I shake my head once again as I remove my hand. I couldn't feel her. It's nothing. I was just checking something. Sarah looks around the room and spots a folder on my desk from the day prior. I never open it. Not even once. Exactly, that's where it stops, because I never had to. I left my folder here. Is that what this is about? I struggled to come up with a proper response. I wasn't ready to share those. Hey, I want to let you know that I'm here for you. This won't change anything. I'm still your friend. And you're my vice president. I want us to keep working together in this club. And not just for my sake. For the both of us. I believe that we can truly make this club special for everyone in it. I don't want you to worry about me. That's the last thing I want. Lines of text begin flying around me, making it incredibly hard to concentrate. But I stay focused. That's not what I meant. This is about the club. Understand if you don't want to share anything now. But this is the literature club. I struggle to hide the pain in my face, but I hold so strong. This is a place where people will be able to express themselves in ways that they normally wouldn't be able to. That's the vision. No. It's our vision. So Sayori, promise me you'll remember that, okay? She smiles. And I can't help but return that smile. Sayori, I hope that one day you'll trust me. So much for all that, huh? I never wanted to believe it. But as soon as we hugged, deep down I already knew. You were just as fake as everything else around me. I wonder if I had never become aware of this world, this game, where would we be today? Guess it doesn't do me any good to think about that now. I have to keep moving forward. Act 3, Happy End. My new reality.